The first of those products will be called Lucid Cosmos. This is going to be, yes. Yes, this will be our first product. Very excited about this. And the second product will be called Lucid Earth. So we have air, gravity, cosmos, and earth. There's kind of a theme there, right? How did that happen? Who came up with that? And of course, the third product, well, you're going to have to stay for, maybe it's our next investor meeting. I don't know, but that's the third product. Now, why is this so important? Why are these three products so critical? Well, it's about the positioning of these products in the marketplace. As I mentioned earlier, the mid-size category is very dense. It's very competitive, and it's diverse. It's a diverse customer segment. So on the left side, we're targeting folks that, again, want a more sporty vehicle. I always say a future-facing vehicle, a more dynamic product, and we're very well positioned with Cosmos there. In the middle, it's the in-betweeners. It's the product that is still sleek, it's efficient, it's fun to drive, it's spacious, but also it's a little bit more rugged, a little bit more capable. And then on the right, maybe it's a little bit more traditional, still future, but it's more spacious and definitely more geared towards an outdoors experience. And we've positioned ourselves really, really well for the diversity that exists on the global stage with these three products. Now, we've done a ton of research about our customers, and we talk to them about what are their priorities. As the design boss, of course, design and emotion and experience is extremely important. The overall look and feel of the car, inside and out, has to be exceptional. Sophisticated, modern, crisp, clean, and emotional. But it's not only that. It has to be functional. It has to have the space and the utility for people, gear, stuff, pets, you name it. It all has to fit in. They demand that. And our designs will deliver, as they do today, at a value, at a great price point. What's next? Of course, range. Range and efficiency, we are the leaders. We do this so well, and that is right up there with the top purchase consideration for folks in this category. That is a fact. And we obsess about this, and Emad and Zach will come up in a minute to tell you exactly how we're achieving that and how we're going to do it at scale at that coveted price point. Third, performance. Lucids are fun to drive. It's a fact. They're a blast. And we get that time and time again. I love driving my Lucids, and we're going to bring all that thrill, all that experience and emotion, dynamic, not just 0 to 60 times, although we do that great, but it's the steering dynamics, it's the braking, it's the way the car stays so solid and so planted on the road. We do that so well. The experience. The digital experience is an obsession, especially right now. We've taken big steps. You saw the improvements, our OTAs that have been happening with air and gravity. We're going to take, with Lucid UX 4.0, we're going to take that to the next level with the midsize program. And all of this is going to be done at an accessible price point and bring that value to consumers.
Prices down, both of the individual consumer rides, but also of the underlying vehicle platform, the compute and operational costs, the sensing kit, all the things that we know goes into the deployment. So we've got to bring the cost down over time to go big on volume. And I'm really excited about the sort of development track of the midsize platform. In fact, I think I'm now authorized to say that we're finalizing an agreement, Uber and Lucid, to do a similar deployment of the Lucid midsize platform at similar levels of volume of the Gravity Robotaxi platform. And I think that's really exciting. And it's a great development, and I'm so happy to.
Thank you. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we're working very hard on this to, as you said, you really want to bring down the costs. And, we started together with the Gravity, but we all knew this is more for the premium sector, and we need to go one step down. But we are totally excited about the status, which is almost done. So we'll see.
Well, now we have to get it done. So.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Maybe I take over and say a little bit how I see what comes after the midsize.
I would love that.
Yeah, because we're not stopping with the midsize, as you can imagine. Midsize as it is today, because what I would like to reveal is that we're working on a dedicated Lucid Robotaxi, which is based on the midsize platform, but we made a lot of changes to make it even more efficient and more suited for Robotaxi applications. Do you want to see it?
Who's going to say no to that? Of course.
Okay, why don't you join me, come over there and take a look.
Now I'm going to fit in this vehicle, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Not that we designed it wrong. I'm introducing here Lunar, our two-seater Robotaxi concept that we have developed. As I said, it's based on the midsize platform. So again, it has a lot of commonalities. Doesn't mean we can do this tomorrow. And as you can see, it's still a concept. Yeah? But again, we can implement a two-seater Robotaxi in a very, very short period of time. Maybe we can walk by. Maybe if you can take the passenger seat. We actually have to rephrase this in the future, right? There is no passenger, no driver anymore. So you take the right seat and I take the left seat. But you see here, purpose-built, very easy to access a luggage compartment. And when we go and sit in the car, I mean, you're much taller than I am. Let's see whether you fit.
It's a beautiful vehicle. I'm amazed by the storage space. Oh.
So here in the front, we have also integrated the new wide screen where, well, the left passenger and the right passenger in the future can actually interact together. There's also an AI assistant in this, which we have not activated today. But I wanted to point out, well, are you sitting comfortable?
It's wonderful. More space than I could have imagined. I think the view is beautiful. The screen is beautiful. And you know, from an Uber customer perspective, I think the whole trip changes when you're reorienting the vehicle around this in-car experience.
Yeah. And also, what we think is important, that's the way we have designed it, and I know we haven't discussed it with you, but but when you see the front here, you can obviously relax like you're doing right now. You can also, if it's a short trip, quickly take luggage or anything here in the front. You don't even have to open the frunk, just put it in here. And we also watched very much out to, hey, how easy is it to get in and out? Because that's what we always hear, that, you know, in some robotaxis it's very easy because they're very bulky, but they're not very efficient. And others are, you know, differently designed, but it's very, very hard to get in and out. So that's another point. Efficiency. This concept, based on all of our calculations right now, would achieve between 5.5 and 6 miles per kilowatt hours.
Wow.
So it's even a significant step up from what we have done with the midsize, although we're actually using the midsize platform. We're also estimating that the operating cost would be 40% less than what is currently being used as robotaxis. So a drastic change, which, I mean, for you is very important, since, you know, every cent counts per mile. And 40% is a significant number. And as you just said, we think that having a great entertainment in the vehicle offers a lot of opportunities, not only for customer experience, but even additional monetization potential
100%.
in the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, I think, first of all, I feel like I'm sitting in a personal theater with the comfy chair and lots of leg room and the media center in front of me. Second of all, I think our customers are going to love it. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, very, very interested in working with you guys and driving this further. As I said, we have not yet discussed whether that's exactly the specs that you guys are looking at, but our teams have actually, you know, spent already, in my opinion, way too much time to develop that concept and drive it to where it is today. And yeah, so this is our future when it comes to the Lucid Robotaxi.
That's fantastic. Well done.